Okay, so now you were being thrown in this sinful environment, which was foreign to you, but there still wasn't anything that we hear of when people talk about selling their souls and whatever. But now at this point in the story, you're at the very top of the quote unquote food chain in terms of music. And it wasn't long after that that you actually did get some sort of an offer to sell your soul. Can you explain what happened?
I remember one particular session with a producer who, is credible. Like I said, he was kind of like on the back burner. I don't know if he offended someone where they kind of blackballed him, so he wanted to regain his name in the industry. So he took on my project, and we took a break from a session one time, and we're walking around the studio, and he said to me, "Do you know that if you sold your soul to the devil, you can have instant fame tomorrow?" And when he said that, it was like all the rumors about conspiracy theories and, oh, people worship the devil, like all of that, which I thought was fake, became very real because now it's coming from the horse's mouth. It became so real that I'm like, oh no. And it was as if a presence entered the room because my entire body went limp. I fell to the ground and I started like crying, like, God, forgive me, Lord. Oh, have mercy on me. Forgive me. And crying. Oh, just forgive me, Lord. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. On the ground in front of this guy. And I don't know how long I was doing that for. I was broken from that weight in that moment. So I'm praying and I'm crying out, asking God to forgive me. And then I stop because I'm embarrassed now. And I look up and he's sitting on he's sat on a chair. It was like couches and chairs. He sat down and he had his head bowed and his arms on his knees and he was just quiet. We never spoke of that night ever again. And so after that night, in my mind, I'm like, okay, this is serious. Okay, so I'm not going to curse. I'm not going to sing about specific stuff. I'm not going to show too much this and too much that. And, when we do this music video, I want to make sure I don't wear that. You know what I mean? Like now I'm taking more control over what I'm willing to wear, what I'm willing to sing and talk about. Because it's very much a controlled environment, how to look, how to talk, food to eat, who to be friends with. It's very controlled. But in my mind, I'm like, okay, I'm going to do it. I don't want to worship Satan. So I'll just make sure that I kind of craft my own righteousness, my own, keep my own moral, bubble. But that's still compromising because I'm not walking with God still because I'm in my mind, I'm thinking God's way is boring and he can't give me what I want. And I want this. I want to be a star. I want to sing. I want to dance. I want to travel. I didn't care so much about fame as much as I did just to sing and dance. Like I felt like I was made to sing and dance, right? But the only way that it looked good was how the world fashioned it to be through like MTV and VH1 and the things that I listed before. So yeah, that created a little bit of a shift in my heart. Again, not to walk with God, but let me try to honor him in some way, but yet not trust him completely.
Yeah. That man, that producer that you mentioned, had been previously very connected in the industry. He wasn't saying that as a joke, was he?
No, not at all. He was so serious. And I remember like different people would, like friends I had would send me like YouTube clips of so-and-so's a Satanist or this song and these hand symbols. It's all about the Illuminati, this and that. I'm like, oh, that's all conspiracy. That's all fake. And not everybody in LA is a demon worshiper, like all that stuff. Right. But all of a sudden the information that was given to me about the Illuminati and how all of these symbols and hand gestures and outfits are all like staged and it's very heavily promoted through people of influence, especially the music industry. And it was just like, that became matter of fact. And when he said it, it was almost like he was saying it to see if I would do it. Cause I'm young, I'm naive and he's older. So he's like, maybe if she does it, she gets famous, then this project will take off and my career will be back where it was before. But he didn't know I had praying parents.
So he was meaning that in a very serious way. I imagine you're definitely not the only one that he offered that to. Have you ever heard of anyone that you know potentially having something like that, or was that more hidden?
No, not personally. It's just the rumors that I've heard through like major artists, but I was just, again, brushing it off as conspiracy. So yeah.